Good morning. Good morning. See what we got going on here. Oh. All right. Looks like we massively moved up at 2 a.m. there. Moved all the way up to almost 16,000. Normally I might be looking for shorts here, but tough to kind of short this here. In about 4 minutes here until 3. So we'll see what happens. ES is all the way up at 45.90. Let's see. 4,600 is going to be resistance. $72 is overnight support. We touched 82. Very, very interesting. So we'll see what we get here at the top of the hour. Did kind of have some displacement to the downside here. As you can see, we broke this swing low here. So this could just sell down. But I don't know. Kind of imagine it'll continue higher, but that's what I'm thinking. So we'll kind of see what we get here at open. Possible move back into this kind of 80 area. Before moving on higher there. Yes, popping up here. Moving back up towards the high of day here as we approach that top of the hour. Could attempt a little scalp here through the high of day, but we'll wait. Watching here. See if we get this pullback. See if this thing pushes on up through there. If not, it's fine. Watching that 80 level. If it doesn't hold that, we'll just take the loss and regroup. Well, that one didn't work. I mean, technically we have a structure shift here, but not in love with the relatively equal highs that it left there. This thing really stopped me out just to go higher. Possibly. Hmm. Alrighty. Oops, I don't know what's going on there. What is going on here? What is going on? Not in love with what the ES is doing here. It's pushing up. All right, I'm just going to kill that trade there. Kind of give this thing a second. I took a long right here out of the open, thinking that this was just going to bounce out of here. And it didn't. And now I honestly don't see how it doesn't take the highs. All right, I guess we're asking for punishment today. Let's just target that 16,000 area. See if we can get a move up here. Seems like that's where it wants to go. Morning T, how's it going? I guess I should have been long 10 points lower here, but that's all right. Seems like it wants to move higher. The ES is just going straight up here. ES pulled back into that 87, and it's all the way up to 92 now. Thinking about adding a second contract here and taking it off at like 95, 92. But we'll see how this thing reacts here. See if we get a little bit of a pullback. Maybe we add a second contract. Actually, probably not a great idea here, huh? See, the ES really didn't pull back. Pull back a little bit and just bounced out of there. Just bounced out of there. I do ultimately think this thing moves up. Feels kind of bad because on this first entry, I was considering moving my stop at least to here, but I didn't. Yeah, we'll see if we can get this move up to the 16,000. We'll see what we get. Might take a little time to get there. Trying to test the liquidity there. Made a new high. The ES is trying to push through and make a new high as well. Just want to see a push up into that 16,000 level would be nice here. Kind of want to see this thing hold that 80 level, continue moving higher. Yes, trading up into that 92.75 level, kind of pulling back right there a little bit. Don't know if I want to lock in a little profit here and maybe re-enter. We just want to let this one run. Well, let's see what we get here. See if this thing pushes on back up. I'm going to lock in a little profit. If it comes back down, we'll re-enter. Probably a bad idea, but let it run, T. I knew you'd say that. Oh, I knew you'd say that. You're not wrong either. we can always re-enter. You know me, I got that happy trigger finger. T. Got the happy trigger finger. I was just thinking I would lock in a little more. We got this fair value gap here. Have a small one below it though. Probably do got my stop a little too tight here, but I don't think it should revisit that area. I'll move the stop down if it starts to pull back deeper, but nah. Come on. Well, about to give all the profits back, it looks like. Not that there was much. ES traded up to 92.75. It's pulling back now. Pretty heavy. Well, not in love with the look of it now, though. I want to see it push back through here, push back up. Let's see if we can get a push back up here. I don't know. Yes, trading back down into that 90 area. All right, I'm going to take this off here. Haven't been very patient this morning on my entries. And you see the first two were losers, small winner, loser. So let's just wait. Look for a proper setup here. Look like it might make it up to the 16,000 level. Now it's looking kind of sally, but could go either way, I guess. Just looking at the ES. It's definitely looking like setting up for a move down. ES looks like it's we have a structure shift on the 5-minute chart on the ES to the downside here. And it looks like it's about to be selling off. I don't really have the structure shift on the NQ yet, but well, we do on the 1-minute chart, obviously. Broke 2 swing lows there. Typically, we'd like to see it break another swing low here on the NQ on the 3-minute, but feels like this is going to sell off. I mean, we have the sweep of liquidity to the upside. Got a small gap here. So we'll see if it trades back up in, tags us in, and sells off here. Of course, we could just be wrong. You never know. Just kind of watching here. We'll see if this thing tags us in or not. Just kind of waiting to see what happens here. See if this thing comes back and tags us in, and if we're on the right side of it or not. Looks like we could have already been tagged in there on the 2-minute chart. Wasn't really paying attention to that there. Okay. Well, guess we'll find out here in a minute. Trying to move on down there. Just going to try to be patient with this entry here. See if this thing comes back up and tags us in here. How's it going, Juker? Good morning. We're not doing great. We've taken 3 losers. 165, 195, 155. 1 small winner. No bueno. I kind of missed this entry on the short here. It offered the first entry already when it traded back up into the 84.25 area once already. With this candle here, well, on the 2-minute chart, could have taken that entry, and I wasn't looking at the 2-minute chart at the time. So it did offer us the short entry already, but not on the 3-minute or the 1-minute for that matter. So just kind of wait for it to come back up and take us with it. So I don't know, we're down like 350, something like that. 337. No bueno. And I'm completely okay if it takes out this swing low. It's actually better for me. That's more of confirmation that we could be moving lower. And that gives us a proper structure shift on the 5-minute chart too. Just feels kind of bad that I missed the entry there on the 2-minute chart, but we still should. It still should come back up, and we got a volume imbalance here, so I'm thinking that's a good entry spot. We should come back up and refill that, and then move lower. It's the idea anyway. So we have a proper shift here on the 3-minute chart now and on the 5-minute, which I do like. So we should kind of bounce in this area, I'd imagine. Come back up, tag us in here. Based on my other strategy, I should have been short already, but it's all right. You really trade during London? I think you had 8 trades last month between London open until 8:30. Yeah. I don't know, I'm usually a little more patient in the London session and try to only take a select few trades, but this morning, I don't know, I sat down and jumped right in. And was wrong. Well, not that I was wrong. I didn't put my stop where it needed to be here. Probably should have waited for this pullback to get long. Didn't do it. You have a hard time with the slow action. Hey, it's definitely slow. But ES went up, made a new high there, and then it's just selling all the way back to the VWAP now. Huge respect that you trade London and then back for New York. Yeah. You know, I used to always wake up in the morning and see these moves during London, right? Like at 2 a.m. I mean, look at this. I mean, just, whew. I was like, it would be nice to kind of catch some of these moves, but it's not as easy as it looks in, you know, you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh, I could have caught that. No, not necessarily. A little harder than it looks. Well, is this thing just not going to offer us another entry? The one time I don't just FOMO into it. Let's trust me, we were hanging out here at the 79. I'm thinking, I'll just put one on. But not like it sold off a whole lot since then anyway. Let's try to get a proper entry here. I guess the only real problem is that this, we are trading back into this gap. It could just bounce out of here and go higher. But you got to trust the setup. I mean, you know, we had a sweep of liquidity, displacement to the downside. So we'll see if this offers us an entry here. I mean, I guess technically could take it there at 76, but kind of believe this thing should trade up higher. ES is approaching the VWAP there on 3-minute chart. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Helps the channel. If you are interested in trading futures, we do have a coupon code for 80% off there in the banner at the top. Link is in the description. And I need to post this. I got to make a banner or something for this Bulanox one. Finally got the Bulanox thing set up yesterday. That thing was, not that Bulanox was the issue at all. It was Ninja. Just not familiar with Ninja. So it's was difficult for me to get it finally set up, but I did. They're like, oh, it's user error. It wasn't user error. The license key was not working. But there's a link and code for Bulanox there. Save 90% right now through Bulanox if you're interested. That's not my code, but that's a code for 90%. If you use my link, it still gives me credit for it. Well, this thing's just going without us, I guess. ES is losing the VWAP here. Interesting that the ES is losing the VWAP. Yeah, 90% off on Bulanox right now. It's like $18, I think, for a 50K account. It's pretty much the exact same as Apex. Yeah, they are completely legitimate. I haven't gotten a payout from them or anything, but I'm in a private Discord with about 15 guys, and these guys are making a lot of money, and they have all gotten payouts from Bulanox. You can have up to 11 funded accounts at one time. It's the only difference between them and Apex, really. Apex is 20. Bulanox is 11. They pay out once a week as opposed to twice a month. And they do offer funding in 1 day from what I understand. All right, we're going to take this short entry here. So they say on their website, I think 5 days for funding, but from what my friends have experienced, if you submit the application as soon as you hit the target, they'll fund you the next day. So basically how they work, they have a past qualification request. So you can literally request that as soon as you hit the target, and they will fund you the next day. So yeah, I probably got a little FOMO here. This thing kind of selling off without me, but based on my strategy that I have off screen here, I try not to mix both of them, but this thing said I should have been short all the way up here at 81. But, you know, it offers you re-entries on the way down. So we took the re-entry. Let's see what happens. See if we can't get this VWAP touch. I put my stop in proper where it says it should be. So even if we do get stopped out here, we'll be looking for re-entry. I like to see this thing just flush on down to the VWAP there. We're going to go ahead and go to break even here, just because this is a little bit more of a risky entry. Come on. Push down. Kind of hard to find info on the website. Do they give you a ninja key? Yeah, there's a ninja key. That's what I was having a problem with, was the license key. Wasn't Bulanox's fault though. Ninja's website's kind of funky there. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna move my stop back. I don't want to get stopped out here. Willing to risk the loss. It's only 3 handles. I don't know, my only issue here is we are kind of getting in that bounce area, but I think we should at least touch the VWAP. As soon as I changed my mind, it moved up, so it's all right. It's fine. Like I said, only risking 3 handles anyway. Might have should have just took the $50. Probably going to get stopped. Yep. That thing really just going to one tick me and then go. ES trying to get back above the VWAP here. Oh, actually, that's the 1 minute. Let me. No, I'm on the wrong chart. Yeah, it's in the same spot. So, trying to get back above the VWAP. Just trying to test it there. I don't know. It feels like this thing is gonna maybe move back up into that 84 level. Let's see. Let's watch it. I think we're going to pop in this level here. This is kind of like I told you where I thought this thing might bounce. Let's see though. Could be wrong. Probably. Never heard of Ulanux before, but seems good. You have to get another server to get myself a few accounts. Yeah, I like them. I mean, like I said, it's kind of was a pain to set up the Ninja, but you're probably already using Ninja. Most people are. It's not that I don't like the Ninja platform. I think it's good. It's just the setup, right? When you're not super familiar with it, it's kind of makes it a little hard to set up. All right, let's see what happens here. We trade back up into that 84 level, maybe. I may not make it to the 84 level. I may just turn back down here, but I'm like 1 for 5. Let's see. We've taken one trade. Yeah, one profitable trade. Not great this morning. But all it takes is one winner. Just one winner. Use NinjaTrader Replicanto, already trade with different prop firms. Yeah, I want to, as soon as I get more than one funded, I'll use the copy trader. I'll probably sign up for Replicanto. I haven't used it before, but should be fine. I tell you one thing, I am just like, I'm not paying attention this morning. Not paying attention at all. All right, I'm going to go ahead and enter short here with proper stop loss and everything. This should, I feel like this thing's going to sell off hard here in just a few minutes. Actually got another entry there, or looked like an entry on the 5-minute chart, and I should have really taken a short at 76. So we're not too far off from it. So let's see here. This thing sells off here. Lose this VWAP. Get to moving down pretty strong here. Feels like it. Yeah, I heard that you can use the Replicanto for the different prop firms, but you experience any issues with that as far as slippage or anything? I've heard some people complain about that, but all right, I want to see a flush down here, lose this VWAP, maybe trade back into this 59 area. Might take some effort to get through the VWAP, but I kind of feel like overnight or whatever during the London session, it's not as much resistance as it is during the New York. Usually, ES selling down here to the 85 level off that 92.75 high. Possible move down to the low a day. You don't use market orders. That probably makes a difference. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking I may even target a little lower here. Kind of got this liquidity resting here. You also have this here, but I gotta get through that VWAP first. I feel quite a bit more confident about the trade if we can get through the VWAP here. Still could bounce in this area, but we have a structure shift on every chart: 5 minute, 4 minute, 3 minute, 2 minute, 1 minute. So the only issue I see here is that the ES is kind of taken the next swing low and kind of bounced a little bit here. So ES is kind of front running the NQ again this morning. Kind of the way it was yesterday. Most of the day. I guess they weren't really in sync most of the day. Getting kind of tighter and tighter here, so we should get some movement in some direction. Obviously, we're expecting it to go down, but may not. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. I do go live 5 days a week. London session and New York. 3 a.m. for the London. 9:30 a.m. for New York. Hey, Bubba, are you here this morning? I don't know if Bubba's here. I haven't seen him in the chat. Kind of approaching the top of the hour here too, so might get a little volatility there. A little bit. Yes, kind of bouncing off those lows there. Yeah, I've not been very patient this morning. It's kind of showing. That ES gets it back above that VWAP. Not going to love it. I'm going to like to see it stay below the VWAP there. Yeah, I was going to ask Bubba about that bold bot. See how long it took him to see profitability with that thing. I'm really interested in these bots, these AI bots. I don't know how well they work, but they seem very interesting. Just use algorithms, you know, to trade for you. Takes the emotion out of it, I guess. All right. Well, we're kind of getting tighter and tighter here. Got a little consolidation in this area. Let's see if it pushes down or not. I mean, the only thing I don't really love about it is, like I said, you know, if you just use the little Fibonacci tool from this entire move, we are kind of at that discount zone. Doesn't always mean anything, but if you were looking for a long, this would kind of be the area. You would be expecting it to reverse. ES did not get back above the VWAP there, so I do like that. ES has traded through everything. Also, it's already cleared all the gaps out, so that's another reason why I'm kind of thinking this sells off. I don't see any reason why the ES would bounce in this area. Really should trade through that 84.50 at least. Maybe even take that low a day. But it doesn't always do what you think it's going to do. That's for sure. It's funny, I took that short right there. Wasn't even paying attention to the 5-minute chart. Had my stop extremely tight. It came back and took it. Took me out for an unnecessary $60 loss. But it's crossed over 4 o'clock there. Let's see. A little bit, not much. Seems interesting, visible, interesting to sell an AI bot. If the bot works, couldn't the creators just use their bot to print money in the markets? Yeah. Well, this is the kind of jab there, visible. If you're selling that bot for $1,000 to $1,500 a month, how many takers do you have to do nothing? Right? That's generally about what they go for. So if you've got 50 people who pay you $1,000 a month, it's 50 grand a month for not putting any of your capital at risk. It's pretty smart. And you wouldn't think that people would continue to pay them if they didn't work, but who really knows, right? Who really knows? All right, let's push through this VWAP here and continue lower. That would be the idea. So I don't know. I know the bots can work. Obviously, they're not going to be perfect, just like anything in life. You're not going to have a perfectly trading bot there, but I do think that they, they do take the emotion out of it. You can still manually override the bot. I think most people only run them during certain hours of the day. Also, you kind of find out when it kind of works best. So, kind of want to see this push through this VWAP strong here. Trying to get this pushed down into the low 50s here. Yeah, most bot creators do actually use the bot to trade. I guess that's how they kind of get people to purchase them. So they do actually use them. There's a couple of them that live stream their trades. And, you do see the bots take some losers. But I think in the choppy markets. They struggle at times, but when you do have like nice clean moves, like, you know, this move up, a bot's going to recognize, you know, and take that trade. I'm just curious about him because, I mean, I kind of feel that I'm skeptical too, but, you know, I'm not sure if something I'll trust, but it'd be interesting to kind of test out, you know, if you didn't have to pay $1,000 to test it out. Somebody of mine are testing out the Spy Money bot now. They're they're doing pretty well with it. I didn't see, kind of curious how they did yesterday. Let me check. Let's check and see how they kind of did yesterday with the bot. They usually post the results here. Yeah, not too bad. Looks like one of them made $110 in Asia on 3 accounts. Not too bad there. Using the bot. So kind of some mixed results yesterday. Looks like some green, some red. Still holding up to this VWAP here. I want to kind of see this push through here. ES is coming back up to kind of retest the VWAP. I really want to see this push down into those 50s and trying to be as patient with it as I can. If you guys watch me for any time at all, you know patience is not my strong suit. ES retesting the VWAP again here. If this thing moves above the VWAP, I'm not going to like it. And we may manually close our trade. Needed to reject this VWAP. Continue moving lower. Yeah. I like the idea of a bot, but like, you know, like I said, it's not, I don't know that it's something I would trust. Kind of hard to trust it completely there. All right, we're going to go to break even here. Looks like the ES might pop out of here above that VWAP. Yeah, it is. So I'm not going to be in love with it at that point. Still got this gap here that this thing's kind of holding. Yeah, I'm with you, T. That's what I'm saying. It'd be kind of hard. I'd have to do some back testing and maybe some forward testing with a sim or something. It feels bad there. Stopped out on that trade, but ES made it back above the VWAP there, and I'm not going to hold this trade if the ES is trying to push. Yeah, that's what the using a prop firm. That's what most of most of the people are doing. That way it doesn't cost you money. Now, if this thing trades back down and loses this VWAP, I'm going to be hurt. But this certainly looks like to me that we're about to move back up. You're really going to do me dirty, huh? Do me dirty here. We could always re-enter if it does lose the VWAP, but it feels bad because we were already in it there. But yes, looks like it wants to pop above the VWAP. It hasn't closed above the VWAP yet. So I guess I probably should have waited a little bit more, but well, that dirty dog. Oh my goodness, now I don't even want to re-enter. Literally like 8 handles below where I was at. This is just gonna turn out bad, we already know, right? Faked me out. I should have trusted the trade. I was patient in that trade. You can see how long I held it there, and then I was waiting for this to happen exactly. And anyways, feels bad, feels bad. If we get a break of 60 here, I may add a second contract for this move down into the low 50s. We get a strong break through the 60s there. The ES did close above the VWAP, but then it completely moved right back below it. Moving the stop up, obviously I'm not going to let it run up that high, but appreciate it, Juker. Enjoy the gym. I need to be going myself. All right, I'm considering adding a second contract here because I do believe ultimately this thing does sell off. I don't normally like adding to a loser, but they're going to kind of add it there. Maybe I just target this 56 area. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe. Feel free to chat down below. This morning I'm giving you guys a lesson in what not to do, right? What not to do so far. I was already in this trade. Ah, goodness. I don't know. I don't even want to look at it. Don't even want to look at it. ES faked me out. It got above the VWAP there, and I closed the trade. That's kind of right there, back at the VWAP now, trying to tease me again, but that's right, T. Don't look. Just concentrate somewhere else. I mean, look at this. When you look at it. Short here. Took a loss. Didn't put the stop where it needed to be. Short here. Took it off for break even. Way too many losers this morning. Way too many losers. ES is attempting to get above the VWAP here. Is it going to fake me out again? It's kind of popping up there. Don't love it. Very slow price action this morning is right. So the VWAP is above the, or the ES is kind of above the VWAP here. Well, a few ticks, a tick above it anyway. Just need that thing to flush back down towards the low a day. ES is trying to break out above the VWAP here. Oh, goodness. That's how you don't do it. I don't think I've taken but one winning trade the entire morning. Literally, every trade has just been a loser. Just not seeing it very well. I don't even know if it's even that. I'm just not taking the proper entries. Not much to say about it. Not much to say there. I can almost tell you what's going to happen, though. This original short entry, 84. What you bet this thing trades right back up to there and then sells back off? That's where I was originally going to take my short at. As I never offered a short entry off of this level. I kind of missed that entry on the 2-minute chart. It did offer the entry earlier. I missed that entry off the 2-minute chart. Should have been short from 84. Traded down to 63. So that would have been 20 handles there. Never really offered an entry on the 3-minute chart other than if you took this lower 76 to 64 one, which I didn't take. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, T. I'm thinking it's going to probably get up there to that 984 area. It may not. You do have this gap here that's never been really traded into, but that would be the best kind of entry there. So we'll see what happens. We don't have very much room left on this account for today. We only get a $1,000 daily loss limit, and we're at 729. So we might take one more entry. Let's see, that would be 6 handles. So we could take that if it trades up to the 84 level. We'll see. Let's see what happens. That's the thing. Like I always, when I put my order on the book here, I said that, that's what I was looking for. And then I was thinking this would be a bounce kind of area, but let's see what happens. We still could just be offsides, right? Still could just be offsides. This might just be traded back into this lower area just to bounce out of there. We'll try one more entry. Why not? Why not? Just not doing a great job of reading the market this morning. We shall see. Might take a little short scalp. Maybe. All right, see if we can break this 80 level. Just trying to take a small winner here on this ride back up. Just to lock in something. Well, I haven't dropped this yet, guys. I'm just trying to watch it. So we took a little small winner there. Now we will see how price reacts to this 84 area. I don't want to just throw a limit order in here because this could just trade right through it, obviously. So we'll see how price reacts to it. That VWAP bounce was the play tonight, huh? Whoop. We were short. It's all right. Didn't quite make it to that 84 yet. Do have a volume imbalance there. Small gap. Let's see what happens here. I mean, really, this trade wouldn't be that much of a risk. 120 kind of be kind of what I just made there. So let's see how price reacts once it gets to that area. There's 84. Guess I kind of took a, probably would have been better to take that at 84, but I think it's probably going to move up to at least 85. So if I'd have left it at 84 and a quarter, like a sane man would do. Oh, yeah, that's not the look. You think it's taking higher day? Might create the divergence with ES. Well, let's hope it's not taking high a day. ES kind of reached up into an order block there, trading back down a little bit. Kind of watching this level here. I don't really want to see a candle close above 86. If it does, I'll probably close it. Not in love with it right now, but it still could flush. Should be short from the 84.25 though if I was patient enough there. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? Did not. Just watching the 86 level here. Like I said, if it kind of closes above that, probably just going to take it off. Just watching the area. And there you go. Not in love with it. ES kind of pushing up too, so. Probably not a great idea to short in that area. but that's all right. ES pushing back up into the 90s here. Yeah, I was just watching the 1 minute chart here. This closed above the 86. I'm not really going to be in love with it. It's just too deep into that area. Should really be looking for a long anyway. Let's see if we can't get this move through this 16,000 area now. It's a nice thing about futures. You get stopped out short, go long. No bias needed. Need that ES to move through the high day there. You're using CFDs. Yes, trying to push back up into the 90s here. ES back up to the 91 level there. Really need the ES to get above that 92 here to get going. See if we can't get going. It's trying up to 91 and a quarter there. I want to see the ES trade through that high a day. I think if the ES can get through the high a day here, it certainly will take us up into that 16,000 level there. You shorted ES with a stop at 45.92. We will see. I think if the ES can close this this gap out here, then it can get going. But if it doesn't close that out, let's see, 983. Stop can almost go to break even here. Almost. Uh, 83, 84. So stops at break even now. So can't lose on it. I guess we'll go ahead and lock in 100 here. Probably going to get stopped, but it's fine. Just lock in some profits. Yeah, we'll take it. We shall take it. Stats tonight are not looking great, guys. 27% win rate. That's terrible. 3 winning trades, 7 losing trades. That's not great. Not seeing it well, that's for sure. So you're short 45, or you're going to take a short at 92.50. Oh, you got to stop at 92.50. Take profit 84.50. Could be. I mean, it does seem to be holding this kind of gap here. Does seem to kind of hold that gap. Let's see if it holds on to it. So far, it seems to be respecting it. Sad thing is, the strategy that I'm using off stream here had me getting long at 72. Stop at 69.75. Very short risk. Literally would have never been in the red. Would have got long at 72 there. I tried to do the ICT stuff during the London because it seems to work a little better, but I don't know, kind of hodgepodge the two together. It doesn't really work that way. I know that. Gotta stop doing that. Where are you short from? 90, 50? Somewhere in there. 90, 75 maybe. Seems like a smallish risk kind of a trade. What'd you say? You just said you're short. You did say from where? Probably 90, 50 area, I would imagine. So if you're only risking 2 handles, not bad. Low risk. So we're down 671. Honestly, could be a lot better, could be a lot worse. Always could be worse, right? But certainly could be better. 90.75, 3 contracts. Yeah, I mean, still just $300. It's not bad. It's not even $300, right? 150, yeah. Like 275. I mean, it's hanging out right there at your entry so far. Hanging out right at the entry. Let's take a look. I mean, it's definitely into the discount area for sure. Same thing here. This is kind of, you know, I don't use the Fibonacci a lot, but like, you know, I guess I put that in the wrong spot there. Take that off. But I did put this on earlier, and I gotta start listening to myself, as I had even said that kind of trading into this area here below here is kind of where you might see a bounce, and that's exactly what happened, but we didn't trade it that way. So we did not trade it that way. I really should start using what I say. Took way too many trades today too, this morning. Way too many. Too many entries. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. We appreciate it. Helps the channel. Trying to get up to 150 subscribers this week. It's going to take a significant push in these last 3 days. We'll see what happens. Excuse me. I mean, so far it looks like momentum to the upside is kind of slowing. Looking kind of roundy. Looking a little roundy here. Kind of selling through. $84.50 might be a little aggressive for your take profit, but you know, that being said, if you go back to last night, I think we had a very similar kind of a move, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. See how kind of made highs, low. We traded up, traded back down. So a very similar move last night. You can see we traded all the way up, 415, and then sold back down before blasting out of there. So kind of a similar setup. A little bit later in the night here, but pretty similar. Push up, sell off. So kind of thing. Push up, sell off, push back up. Yeah. Man, look how choppy it was this morning. This is where I lost that $1,000 at yesterday morning. Not great. Well, you're in the green for now, right? 89.50, about a point. See what happens. So I'm down 671. I was up 1,071 so yesterday. So we've given a bit of it back. Given a bit of it back. Is this going to make another run at the high day again? Where's kind of see what the volume's looking like here. Not great. I mean, certainly looks like we're going to make another run at the high day here. It's kind of what it's looking like to me. Could be wrong, though. Probably need to add this to the other chart to make sense. Sure. Yeah, actually, I'm wrong. I think this thing is going to turn back over here. I think I'm wrong. But if I'm wrong, you should just probably do the. If I'm thinking one thing, you probably should do the opposite. You probably should do the opposite. All right. I'm gonna take a little scalp short here down to maybe the 81.50, small risk. Gonna move the stop down pretty quickly if we get the opportunity here. So we are approaching the top of the hour. I want to see a push down here right at the top of the hour here. Okay, you can do it here. Just thinking we get a pop down there, but not so much. I'm just going to drop it. Probably going to get stopped, but that's all right. It was kind of a risky one. I was just thinking a quick little 5 handles would do. Well, guys, that's going to do it for me this morning. I will be live again at 9:30 a.m. for the New York session, down 671, as you can see there. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe. Feel free to chat or leave a comment down below. And we will see you guys at 9:30 this morning. Appreciate you guys watching.